Helium-3. Ah, yeah. Back in your fucking face. Time to correct your miseducation. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's right. Story time. What's happening, everybody? Schooled at
Gonna get schooled at Uncle Fool's classroom.
Uncle Fool's class of schools. Who's? It's time to unschool your schooling. Reschool. That's what we should call this shit. Reschool.
We're gonna give you some cast learning. Some of that cast learning.
You need reschool all the way from preschool. Ready? Here we go.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. Kicking out them rhymes already, fool.
K through 12, sucker.
K through 12. Don't delve too far into it. You get shin to it. You'll be akin to it.
The K-12, that's a rare strain of Kentucky bluegrass out here.
Oh yeah, it's got deep roots. We'll touch on that in a moment. You know that's gonna happen. Oh yeah. Other than that, welcome back everybody to the Ludcast. I'm Matt Ludke, and I'm here as always with my faithful co-host Jesse Tiffin McSpliffin. Say what's up.
Spliffle McTiffles to y'all.
Spliffle McTiffles. Holy Christmas, that's awesome.
Uncle Spliffy.
Uncle Spliffy? Are you from the South by any chance?
I think so.
I hear the people down south, man, everybody's your uncle somehow, some way.
Hey, smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy.
Or is that just because they're all related? Hey-oh! Thank you. Laugh track. Thank you very much. There's my first one. Gotta get them out there a little bit. Gotta shake this off. We have some heavy history for you today, folks. So, you know,
hey, what do they do in Tennessee for Christmas?
Oh, what do they do in Tennessee for Christmas, sir?
Same thing they do on Halloween.
Oh, pumpkin. The Boys of the Isle. Shall we listen to some Boys of the Isle?
Yes, it sounds good.
Ding dong merrily on high, how shall it be? Lulaj Junior. What? Whoa. Let's check this shit. The Boys of the Isle, A Celtic Christmas. I'll join in if necessary. You know how it goes. La 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 la. Come on, you know how I like a long-ass intro. What in the fuck is this? The Boys of the Isle, man. Aren't they singing something? We're almost a fucking minute into this shit already. La 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 la. Yeah, this needs some fucking voice.
This would be a good intro music to modern classics.
Modern classics? With our...
What do you think? That sounds like modern classic introduction music.
Yeah, It's appropriately homo-ish.
Sitting by the fire with a sweater and a pipe and some Tennessee whiskey in hand.
Some Tennessee whiskey, yes, and charcoal filtered by the Lincoln County process. Yes, indeed. In fact, if I looked closer at the bottle, the label seems to say Uncle Queerest. Uncle Queerest. Now, people may not have heard the name Uncle Queerest, but you would know him by his most adept student, Jackson McDaniels. One of the finest makers of sour mash Lincoln County process piss water in the world. Angry water. Brown angry water.
Very revered by the Chinese. They love these. And the Orientals love this fine process.
Oh, very good. I put the pee of the tiger in it. Make me more manly. Manly.
My mammary glands.
Oh, memories. Anyhow, let's take you back to the story of Mr. Gathan McQueen. Gathan McQueen was known to the rest of the world, or at least a little bit of it that really liked good whiskey, as Uncle Queerest. And he's got an interesting story to this fella. He lived in the hollers in the hills above Lynchburg, Tennessee. And he had been a slave, but at a most interesting time in the slave saga. That's the time right at the Civil War, where they were, as we all know, we know the story. Yes, Lincoln, yes, the whole nine, Emancipation Proclamation,
The Lincoln
Proclamation.
County process?
The Lincoln County process of charcoal filtering the whiskey, you see.
Does that have something to do with the Emancipation Proclamation?
Well, I think once they were emancipated, they had to celebrate with something, so they figured out if they run their whiskey through some charcoal, you get more fucked up of it quicker. Less hangover.
More smooth tasting alcohol.
Alcohol? Yeah.
Alcohol.
But it's also something that was made by a master craftsman, a master of his trade, and an innovator in the
founding father.
Yes.
Tennessee whiskey.
For sure. This is the way.
So
as the founding father of Tennessee whiskey, he's been responsible for making many people all over the world elevate their taste in the Tennessee whiskey tradition.
Fine spirits.
Yes, it's true.
From the fresh spring water.
But
sour mash.
Yeah, that sour mash make you. That's just the angry brown water right there. Oof.
It's like toilet water.
Oh, poopy waters.
So it turns out that. What was the preacher's name again?
The preacher, the reverend, who owned the farm that he had been a slave on, was named the Reverend Richard Harold Balls. Known.
Oh, so Dick Harry Balls for sure.
Dick Harry Balls, yeah, they like to call him Dick Harry Balls. But he loved to be called Dick Hairy Balls because as a reverend, as you know, he was able to be married. So he was not shy about sharing his Dick Hairy Balls with everyone who would bear to tolerate to look at them.
Now, I hear that he had a young man under his care. Tell us the story of this, please.
The young man that the Reverend Richard Hairy Balls had under his care?
Yes.
Oh, well, you mean Jackson McDaniels? The story? The sub-story of Jackson McDaniels?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, as time went on, the Reverend Balls happened to be in the happened to have in his charge a small orphan boy who... Oh, God. This doesn't sound good for the Reverend now, does it? This is sounding suspect immediately, especially in the light of today's scandals aplenty. Resetting. The Reverend and his wife happened to come into the care of a small boy who had been orphaned during the Civil War. This little boy seemed to take up a natural interest in the whiskey making and distilling process, probably because he was surrounded by it at all junctures of his life, from the moment he opened his fucking eyes till the moment he mercifully went to sleep after seeing all this hillbillyism and moonshining and I imagine some levels of rampant drunkenness and the behavior that would, foster. So
out of this young man's curiosity of the process, seeing those mules go up that hillside up to the swirling smoke distillery, he asked the Reverend if he could, what was going on up there, and he wanted to be, figure out what's going on. He was a curious boy.
Truly. And he asked him, "Oh, Reverend, I'd love to learn how to make this too." And the Reverend said, "No, no, no. You are much too young. So let's tell you what. I've heard tell of this devil weed, this wildwood weed that people grow, and then people smoke it, and they seem to be all happy until they do something crazy. So tell you what. If you want to get into the growing and the cultivating of a good whiskey, because it takes all kinds of things, there's all grains, there's all kinds of things you got to do. It's before you don't just pour it in the bucket and here we go, let's drink. So the first step is growing, and you have to be good at growing. So I'm going to give you some of these seeds that I got from old Uncle Ruckus down by the riverside.
Old English queers.
Yeah. And you grow those plants and let's see how good you do with that, and then we'll see where we go from there. So that was the deal.
You gave him some hemp seeds, right?
Oh, well, yes, it might as well, especially compared to what anyone might know today as marijuana, this would very much be like, it might as well be hemp. He
gave him some hemp seeds, and there's some Kentucky bluegrass seeds, and he's like, I want you to try and cross-pollinate